If you are in a lonely season or a season that feels lonely and you know that the only thing that you have is God, and this hour is so unique to all believers. It is a unique hour because the way that Satan is using his devices against the people of God, it almost feels unfair. And I'm calling it a season that makes you feel lonely because there are certain things in life that you deal with, that you go through, that you know you can't involve the masses. You can't call that one person that you typically will talk to. But you know that this fight is only between you and God. Even walking through a season that feels lonely, you like, God, is you even there at this point? I think that I speak for the masses when I say that not just the world feels chaotic, and we see so many things that are going on in the earth, in the world system. Everywhere we look, we see chaos. But not only that, you look at your own life and you see how Satan has tried to erupt the things even in your life. The Bible talks about that there will come a time when the wheat and the tares, there will be a separation that will come. And I truly believe in this hour, Satan, it almost feels as if you have nothing else to give. That this is a time where everyone is like, God, I am depending on you and you alone, because I don't have it. I don't even have the strength. One thing I'm learning is that you must live in the presence of God. Satan is very crafty. In his craftiness that he thinks he has, Satan will try to distract you and pull you away from all of the things that will bring you strength, that like your time with God, or your faith will begin to be attacked more than anything. When you experience those lonely moments, Satan wants you to stop looking at Christ. He wants you to stop looking at God. He wants you to stop being connected to the things of God, so he can pull you away from your strength, from your faith. Living in the presence of God daily. How do you do that? Every day requires you to connect to God. Every day requires you to say, God, I will not let go until you come into my prayer. I will not let you go until you speak to me through your word, through the Bible, through scripture. This is an hour that you do not want to spend your time being distracted, being confused, having your faith shaken, and you giving up on God. This is not the time. This is not the hour. That is the very tactic of the enemy. This is what he wants to do in this hour. He is trying to pull God's people away from the focus, and the focus is Christ. The focus is Jesus. You want to live in the presence of God. You want to live in the Bible. You want to live in a place of worshiping and thanking God. Not always just petitioning, God, I need this, I want this, but just giving God that moment of worship. That's a reasonable service at this point. I can so relate to Jacob in scripture, where Jacob wrestled with the angel and he said, I will not let you go until you bless me. Jacob was in a place of desperation, that he said that I will not let go of God. I will not let go until I experience a blessing, but not just a blessing, until I experience your presence, until I experience you. This persistence was something that he wanted to have a divine intervention from God, the favor of God. He was seeking after that divine revelation and confirmation from God. The reason why it was so significant, because it led to Jacob's name being changed to Israel, and it changed the trajectory of his life. So most times when we are walking in these moments that we may feel lonely, we may feel like God is silent, that even God is not saying anything. We must wrestle like Jacob wrestled. We must seek out and live in the presence of God and stay there until God shows up, until he intervenes in our situation. It shows God's faithfulness. It proves our faith and it elevates our faith. A lot of times we are lacking so much faith with what we are dealing with, what we are going through. And because our faith is shaken, God is requiring us to just wrestle through these moments to build our faith to the point where God will intervene. Because it's not that he won't, it's just when will he intervene. And it is according to our faith. Be encouraged today. This is such a tough hour, and Satan and all his little craftiness that he tries to work out towards God's people. Know that God is hearing you. He is still with us. He is waiting on you. He is waiting for your faith to be elevated. He wants you to live in his presence, seek his face, get on his nerves, because God is just waiting. It's not if, but it's just when.